Craven Bets, your weekly financial advice segment here on Texas Football Today with your financial advisor, Mike Craven, college football insider here in Craven's Corner, because on this corner,
we make money.
How did we do last week?
3-1 last week,
8-5
overall in the year, so we're playing with the books' money.
All right, let's spend their money. And it's an interesting week of games. There's a lot of narrative in this week's games, and I think that's going to be kind of hard to parse, but could also offer some value out there.
Yeah, 3 interstate games. Houston, Rice, Texas Tech, SMU, TCU. So, Baylor goes to Iowa State. Kind of figure that out. Big 12 starts conference play. So we're kind of getting to the meat of the schedule here. The last warm up for a lot of teams. The first conference play for a few others.
And there's money to be made. Where are we starting?
Let's make some money. We're going to start off in the Conference USA ranks here. UTEP, Boise State. You're going to take the under on 45.5 points.
I like your explanation on this.
I feel like this is my lock of the week. I have no.
We need a stupid graphic for that.
Like chun chun. Craven's lock of the week.
Don't give me PTSD or anything. I can't risk any money on UTEP scoring more than 10 points.
It's a great point.
And I don't see Boise State being the type of team that wins 52-0, And so if this is a 35-7 type game, we win this one pretty easily. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just, for me, this is betting against UTEP's offense and then hoping that Boise State doesn't need to kill them.
Yeah. Or that they're not capable of killing them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because they're a run team, ball control, they're not an explosive offense, right? So I feel like this is like a 31-7 type game.
Yeah, this could be true. That is Mike Craven's lock of the week. Yeah, we will. We'll work on that.
Law and Order music.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna get to. I'm
glad someone got that.
We're gonna work on that graphic for next week. What's next, Pickle?
Up next, the Battle of the Iron Skillet. I believe you and Mallory both will be in attendance for this, but you like SMU +2 against TCU.
I do. TCU didn't play last week. They had a random weird early idle week, and I don't think that helps their cause at all. They've only played 2 games under this new coaching staff. They've changed offenses completely, defenses completely. I know they looked good in week 2 against an FCS team, but if we go back to week 1 against Colorado, they were really bad in the first half, struggled to score points. SMU lost to Maryland last week, but they scored plenty of points doing it. Tanner Mordecai had a few turnovers. I bet he cleans that up. And for TCU, this has to feel like more pressure for them than it does for SMU. SMU's won 2 times in a row. Everybody on that team knows Sonny Dykes and what he's doing. And I think you can play with house money there at SMU. If you're TCU, this feels like a game you have to win under a new coaching staff, or it's going to get kind of ugly behind the scenes.
And it's at SMU, correct?
It
is.
Yeah. It is.
I would say
sold out. It's going to be sold out too.
I would say that this is for SMU, for Rhett Lashley. If you want to ingratiate yourself to the SMU fans, and you want to become this is the one, you got it. And so I think they're going to empty the bag. Yep. I think they're going to throw everything they've got at them. SMU +2 feels like the play here. It does feel close, regardless.
Oh yeah, it should be a good game.
Because on paper, TCU's the better team.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But SMU's got a lot of those external factors that are going to be in there.
And the better quarterback.
And the better quarterback. That is not, I think that's pretty clear. Although Mordecai's got to take care of the football.
Yep.
Did not athletic. What's next?
A game I think you will also be at. We're double dipping because it'll be played at Jerry World A&M and Arkansas. You're taking the under on 48.5 here.
I'm sensing a trend.
Yeah, we're fading bad offenses.
We are not #pointsy this week.
Right. No. We are going. I don't see how A&M scores 28 points. I saw Arkansas play last week, and they didn't look very good either. This feels like a defensive, run the ball, time of possession, field position type game that's really close, 21-20 maybe in the second half, fourth quarter type of deal. So I just don't have any trust in that A&M offense. I was there last week when they played against Miami. I know they won that game, but they only scored 17 points, and they had the ball a lot. So for me, until A&M proves that it can score 30 points a game, I'm going to take the under.
We talked about this on TFT yesterday, or on Wednesday, or Tuesday rather, that this A&M offense, I think, are there areas that they can grow? Yes, but I think that they kind of are what they are at this point. I think we have enough of a sample size. Even Max Johnson coming in is not going to save the offense. He's going to go out there and maybe he'll just take care of the football a little bit more, but overall, this offense is what it is, and they're not going to score more than about 28 points a game.
Yeah, Haynes won that job because he offered them explosive plays that Max Johnson doesn't.
Yeah.
And so if you're already struggling to get explosive plays with Haynes in there, and then you take away the guy that gets you that, And so this is going to be a dink and dunk, run the football, play good defense type of old school A&M team for the rest of the year, because there's just no way you can fix it in the middle of the season.
I saw it A&M -3, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's down to 1.5.
Down to 1.5. I don't know. That's an odd game.
I mean, I'm leaning towards Arkansas.
I am too.
I'm leaning towards Arkansas.
Well,
It's always a weird game.
I was just gonna say it's always a weird game. Like regardless of any circumstance.
It's our
always.
It's our version of Iowa State.
Yeah,
like,
that's good.
It's always strange. What's the last one, Pickle?
Finally, let's head out to a Big 12 matchup in Lubbock, Texas. You've got Texas Tech taking on the Longhorns, and you like Tech. Plus 6.5.
Gonna take the Raiders and the points.
I'd probably buy the hook here, make it +7. I probably should have thought about that for the graphic. That's on me, not on Pickle. So
we need like a hook, like a fishing hook.
I'd probably push that to 7 just so a touchdown, at least gives me a push. The Longhorns struggled last week against UTSA for a while. It's 17-7 in the first half. It was 24-20. UTSA has the ball before Frank Harris's one bad play of the game turns into a pick 6. So I don't think the Longhorns are like overly great yet. I think they're trending in the right direction, but I don't think they're there. Texas Tech coming off a loss on the road. Jones Stadium is going to be sold out. Texas Tech always plays good against Texas at home in these kind of big games. I don't know if this is upset alert, but I think it's a really, really close game going into the fourth quarter. Give me the points in Texas Tech.
When we were talking about the money line's probably plus 220 around there, and that might be worth taking a look at too, because I think you're right. And think about for the way that Texas Tech has gone about their business. When they played Houston, they rolled out their best game plan, right? I'm not saying they didn't try against NC State, but Texas is more important to beat to Joey McGuire and that staff than NC State, plain and simple. And they're gonna whatever they've got, they're gonna empty the bag.
Yeah, and the first sellout there at Jones since 2018. Everybody's on the Joey McGuire train. Like, people are excited in Texas Tech. They played poorly last week, and UT is kind of trending in the right direction. And we're starting to get to the point where Texas is getting overrated again in the gambling books on the gambling side of things. It's usually a great play to fade Texas, so we're going to do that until the wheels fall off this year.
All right. It's fading Texas. He's Mike Craven, our financial advisor and college football insider here on at Dave Campbell's Texas Football here in Craven's Corner, because in this quarter,
we make money.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip here on YouTube. If you like this kind of stuff and you want more of it, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, you can watch us live every weekday at noon at TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, or here on YouTube. And if you want more of the best coverage of football in the state of Texas, check out TexasFootball.com and become a Dave Campbell's Texas Football Insider at TexasFootball.com/subscribe.